I would like to humbly request the Indian High Commission to Guyana, Dr. K.J. Srinivasa, to the microphone.
Thank you. Namaste to everyone. A very good evening. Honorable Minister Dr. Vindhya Prasad, Honorable Minister Charles Ramson Jr., my dear friends, brothers and sisters here. I want to first of all wish you all a very happy Deepavali in advance. For me, it's been almost 1 year in Guyana, and being in Guyana, I have been extensively exposed to the wonderful continuation of Indian culture, Indian tradition, and the way the passion persists among the Indian diaspora in Guyana for all that is Indian. I keep on insisting that there is an umbilical cord between India and Guyana. Although your ancestors came maybe 5 generations or 6 generations ago from India, as they say, you can take an Indian out of India, but you can't take India out of an Indian. So I see that in all of you who are present here today. I want to also communicate to you that Deepavali, as you all know, is a festival of lights, is a festival which celebrates the victory of good over evil, knowledge over ignorance, and the triumph of light over darkness. But when we celebrate Diwali, please keep in mind that there are those who are less fortunate than you. So this Diwali, take an oath, make a commitment that when you celebrate Diwali, you're going to spread that little bit of cheer, little bit of happiness with the less fortunate ones. Care for the others, care for the downtrodden. And as Minister Charles Ramson Jr. was mentioning, we have to spread the love, spread the affection, because this festival is not only about us celebrating ourselves, it is a celebration of unity, brotherhood, and love. So once again, I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Take care and be safe. Thank you.
Hey, my beautiful gems. How are you all doing? Hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. So today, I'm doing the Diwali Sweetmeat Edition. May this Diwali bring you inner joy, peace, love, and the awareness of oneness to all. Happy Diwali to you and your family. So join me on this auspicious adventure to make some tasty sweetmeats. Alright, so I was in town today, and most of my favorite places to shop like Mantai Survival, they're busy. So I'm here at the Giftland Mall, and oh, look at this, how pretty it is. That's a lovely rangoli made by GT&T, but somebody just messed it up. I wonder how. I mean, it's all barricaded. And look, they already dressed up for Christmas. Oh my God, this is so lovely. So we need a basket. I'm gonna take one of this. Let's get busy. So guys, I just received a package and it's from my mom. So let's see what it is. So I'm sharing with you guys today because she said it's a surprise. Mama, you're well on tape of this thing. Oh my goodness. So I can remember one time I was by my mom's place and I saw these lovely plates. They're handcrafted plate, and she knows that I love blue, and my favorite bird is the peacock. I want to say thank you, Mom, so much. Also to Papa Rad. Thank you guys so much for sending me this lovely gift. I love it. For my vermicelli, these are the ingredients that we'll be using. Here I have some cherries, cinnamon stick, clove, or vermicelli of course, evaporated milk, condensed milk, nutmeg. You can use ghee or you can use butter and water. As always, I'm gonna leave the ingredients in the description box below. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my water to heat up. Then I'll add in my cloves and my cinnamon sticks. I'm gonna break it up like this into small pieces, and then I'm gonna add that to the water as well too. So I'm gonna let this come up to a boil and let's start working on our vermicelli. Then I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of ghee. So when I'm adding my vermicelli to the pan, I don't want to add them whole like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break them in small sections, just like that. So this way it will be easier to add to my pot. I don't have to break it in the pot when I'm mixing it. So my ghee is nice and melted here. Now I'm going to add in the vermicelli. Now I'm going to farch this to get a nice golden brown color. So after about 15 minutes of farching the vermicelli, it's looking pretty good. Now see this? This is what we're looking for, the nice golden brown color. Alright, so my water is also hot. Now I'm going to add it to our vermicelli. Now I'm not going to strain out the clove and the cinnamon. I'm going to leave that right in there. Alright, so the reason why we add the water is that we want to boil the vermicelli to get a bit soft, because if you boil it with the milk only, it's gonna still have that hard grain in the vermicelli. So first we add some water to get it, to boil it to get soft, then we'll add the milk. So I'm gonna grate half of this nutmeg. After about 5 minutes, now I'm going to add in my nutmeg. So our vermicelli is nice and soft, as you can see there. Now we're gonna add our milk. Now I didn't add any sugar to this. Here I'm gonna use my condensed milk, and this would give it that milky sweetness. Now you can add raisins to this as well, but my kids, they don't like to eat raisins nor cherry, so I'm gonna omit that for today. So I'm gonna allow this to come up back to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it again. So our vermicelli is boiling nicely, so that when it cools, it's gonna become nice and firm. So this is ready. So for my cherries, Remember I told you my kids don't like to eat raisins nor cherries? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use half of this and just put one cherry on top. And that's it. Our vermicelli is ready. These are the ingredients to make our milk fudge. These are some very simple ingredients. Here I have milk powder, condensed milk, ghee, and sprinkles. Now you can use any sprinkle you like, or you can use nut. This is just to give it like a garnish on top. And here I have some little baking cups. I think these are so pretty. When I finish making the fudge, I'm gonna put them in these. All right, so now I'm going to add my milk to my bowl. All right, so with my clean hands, I'm going to add the condensed milk little by little, and we're going to mix this in. It's gonna be a bit sticky, but don't worry, that's where the ghee comes in. So I'm gonna need this to form a dough-like consistency. So now I'm gonna take just a little bit of ghee. You might find like a half of a teaspoon. And mix it all around. So as you can see here, it's not sticking to my hands anymore. So that's it. Now we're gonna start rolling out our little balls. Now you can make them how big or small as you like. So I'm just gonna show you one, and then I'm gonna continue doing this. So this is our ball. So I'm gonna roll it between the palms of my hand like this to form a nice round ball. And then I'll take my thumb and press it down like this. And that's it. Alright, so now I'm going to add my sprinkles on top. So I went ahead and do a few already. I'll put them in these little baking cups, like so. And that's it, guys. Our milk fudge is ready. So these are my ingredients that I'll be using to make my pera. Here I have evaporated milk and brown sugar. Now you can use white sugar as well. I prefer the brown sugar because it's not as sweet as the white sugar. Now I'm going to put on my karahi, and then I'll add my evaporated milk. I'm going to use the same evaporated tin milk to measure out my sugar that I'll be using. See? So now we're going to add this to our milk. Alright, so now I'm going to mix this. I'm going to put this on medium heat because I don't want it to burn at the bottom. Alright, so after about 5 minutes, my milk mixture start to boil. And as if you look at the end of the karahi, it starts to form into solids. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to keep stirring this because I don't want it to burn at the bottom until the milk has evaporated. Alright, so after about 10 minutes of boiling, it has a nice airy, cloudy consistency now. Now if you look at the end of the karahi, you'll see it start to separate from the karahi. You see that? So So now I'm gonna take it off of the heat because it's not that much runny anymore, as you can see here. And then we're gonna stir it until it forms. So I took off my stove. Now we'll continue to stir this. Alright, so note when you use white sugar, you'll have that creamy color. And when you use brown sugar, you'll have this nice rich brown color. So after about 12 minutes of mixing our pera mixture, now it's time to form the balls. So it's still a bit warm. Alright, what I'm gonna do here now, I'm gonna duck my hair. I have some water. I'm gonna duck my hand in the water, put my hand a little, and then it's still a bit warm, so I'm gonna do this and form my pera. So that's it. Ouch. So this is what our finished pera looks like. Now I'm gonna leave this to cool completely, and then it'll be nice and hard. So for my gulab jamun recipe, these are the ingredients. Here I have powdered milk. Over here I'm using self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose flour as well too, but you'll have to add like half a teaspoon baking powder. I prefer this self-rising. Over here I have ghee. You can use butter if you prefer that. I have sugar, oil for frying, water to make my sugar syrup, evaporated milk, cardamom, and 1 lime. I'm going to add in my water to the pot. So this might look like a lot at the moment because I'm making for my sister. Today is her birthday as well too. All right, now I'm gonna turn my stove on. My cardamom pods, I like to crack them open. And this way it will release all the wonderful flavors cardamom has. So to my water, I'll add in the cardamom. Now I'm going to add in my sugar and my lime juice. The lime basically helps to prevent crystallization of the syrup. And we shall give this a turn. So after about 15 minutes of boiling our sugar syrup, this is ready. So I'm going to take it off and set it aside. Here I have my powdered milk. Now I'm going to add in my flour to the milk. With my clean hand, I'm going to combine the flour and the milk. Now I'll add in my ghee. Mix this in really well. So it's going to have a nice crumbly texture. Now I'm going to add in my milk little by little. And I'll mix it to form a dough-like consistency. Alright, so note that when you're ready to roll it out and it looks kind of dry, you can add more milk to it and give it a mix again and continue rolling them out. So now I'll cover this for about 2 minutes and then we'll start rolling them out. Now I'm going to add in my oil to hot. So I don't want my oil to be very hot, because if it does, then our gulab jamun will get brown fast outside and it would not cook properly inside. So we need our oil to be at medium heat. Alright, this is about 2 minutes later. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if it can roll into a ball. Yes, it's perfect. Alright, so while you're making these small balls, if it sticks to your hand, you can take some ghee, just a little bit of ghee, and rub it up in your hand, and then you can form the ball. In this way, it wouldn't stick to your hand. So I'm gonna continue rolling these out and then we'll start frying them. Okay, so I finished rolling out our gulab jamun. Okay, so remember, we don't want our oil to be too hot because these balls, they would not fry properly. And I'm not gonna fry a lot at one time because they tend to stick to each other. So 2 of my gulab jamun is ready. So I'm gonna just grab these 2 and take them out. So this is ready. Now I'm gonna take them out. Alright, so this is our last 2. Now I'm gonna pour in my sugar syrup. Alright, so I'm gonna take one. It's still a bit hot. And I'll break it open so you guys can see the inside. See, it's cooked nicely. And now I'm going to add my sugar syrup. Alright, so I'm going to cover this now and leave them to soak for about 3 hours, and then we're going to serve this up. Well, hello. What are you guys doing? Let me see what you guys are doing.
We're eating.
So decorate the cake for your auntie.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
I can call them to decorate tayo, Anto.
That's so funny. Let me see. Alright, God bless her. You look nice. Let me see the other one.
You got that easy.
This is so cute.
You got the one, I want to eat the buddy. So because of Diwali, we didn't get to buy a cake, sadly, because our favorite cake maker is booked out. Such a shame. You would have had a lovely cake and not our homemade cake. But you see, the difference is our
Daddy buy the cake.
Yes, Daddy buy the cake, but we homemade ice in it. But you see, the difference is that ours is filled with love. You combine us the lovely looking part and feel the love. You know?
What
Yeah.
happened, Megan?
Megan eating the cake.
Alright, you guys did a great job. She's gonna love it.
I hope she's gonna eat it. I said she don't eat it, I will eat it. So as you see, Mom is there taking out some sweetmeats to share with our friends and family and neighbors. We can't forget them. Because every year when we make sweetmeat, you know, it's good to share. Because some people don't know how to make these stuff. And they see these things and they're like, oh wow, that must taste so good. And you know, it's good to share.
Right. Yeah, we made a stop here, and this is Miss Lynch, lovely sister over here. Miss Marifa.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. And that's my brother-in-law.
And this is the man here, one and only by Leon. Okay, now my man. Yeah. Yeah. So we dropped by to say hi, you know, and this is what Diwali is about. You know, you go, you meet with family, you say hello. But you know, COVID restrict us a lot, right? But you know, we still come by to say hello to our family. All right. So we gotta go visit Miss Rashid now. That Wahida is the girl birthday, so we're going up there, you know. All
Well,
right. Yeah, right.
of course we
Yeah,
can't go by
yeah.
Vicky because he lives far.
Oh, yeah, your brother. Yeah, he lived still in Welda.
So this is the birthday girl. Say hello. Hola. Happy birthday again. This is the cake that the kids then decorated for her. So let's sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord, may the good Lord, may the good Lord bless you.
We all know how old are you now. Blow, make a wish, and blow out the candle.
Granny!
Hip hip hooray!
Woo!
Happy
birthday!
Yeah, clap them out, have fun. So we're going by Bishamle. Oh, bye. Smile. Oh, yeah.
This way.
Look at you. Look at you got the little hour there, right? What's that one? I got a piece of cake now. All right, happy birthday once again.
Thank you, everybody.
Two, you're not eating a cake by yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yay!
Thank you. Oh my God, no. My God, this metaphor, but no. Ah, you give me?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I see.
Nice to meet you. What's the close?
Happy
This one, this one.
Happy birthday.
Two back, right?
What?
Right, I want it. Okay.
That's the Diwali style. Oh my God. May Mahalakshmi bless and keep you safe. Happy Diwali from my family.